Hello again to all my friends. It's your girl Lenora. I am back with a quick review for you. I actually had a coworker who told me she wants the Juvia's Place foundation, so I wanted to review it for her. Hey, shout out to Stephanie. I wanted to record it for her so that she can see what it looks like and everything. I do have the concealer, so I'm gonna do them both. I'm gonna move really quick because I gotta go to work. So I'm gonna start off now. Let's get it started. Grab my foundation brush. Is this my foundation brush? Can't tell because I got two brushes that look exactly alike. One I use for concealer, which I don't use for concealer anymore, so I guess I could use it. But here's my foundation brush right here. Real Techniques. I've already primed my face, by the way, so I'm not putting the makeup straight on my face. I've already primed. With Juvia's Place, one thing I will say is you only want to use like the tiniest bit because this stuff is like thick, like, whoo, thick, okay? So, I'm going to put it on our little thing here. Ooh, I use this much. The color I wear is Tanzania, by the way. I guess I should put my mirror over here so I can see what I'm doing, huh? The color I wear is Tanzania. I'll put very little bit, and I mean a little bit. Trust me. It's so thick, is what I can say about it. Which is not a bad thing, because you have some people with super, like, pigmented skin. So they need a thick foundation to cover light spots and dark spots. So I will say it's great for those who have extremely pigmented skin to use this. I literally use like one little squeeze out the bottle, and I'm about to get the most fullest coverage. Watch. Look at that. Coverage. Almost fully covered. Just not fully blended. So the foundation, I would tell you, is great, but one thing I will say is you do want to prep the heck out of your skin when you use this. Use a mattifying primer because it's not the highest quality as far as like its lasting power. If you notice, it doesn't claim to be long lasting. It just claims to be velvety and soft matte, which it definitely is what it claims to be. I will say that much. It was easy to blend out, as you can see. I do have their brush, so if you think about getting the brush is good. For me, it was just that it's so thick that I don't like using the brush. I like to use something that I can get into my creases and crevices, but the brush is pretty good as far as how to apply it. So if you want to get the brush and want to know if it's worth it, I mean, it's good to have, but it's not all that. So this is the foundation. It does kind of look like NARS a little bit. That's one thing I will say about it. It does have the same effect as NARS, which is not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. Just something about it makes me want to blend it out with a beauty blender a little bit. That's what I'm about to do. Push it in a little with the beauty blender to give it a more airbrush look. You know what I mean? But one thing I would say with this foundation is you got to know what to do with it. You got to know how to apply it, how to set it. Apply it very gently is what I would say as far as the application goes. Apply it very gently. And you can see I'm using a beauty blender to kind of go in to my crevices. Another thing you want to do with this foundation is make sure you set it. I don't know what I'm going to set it with yet, but I think I'm going to apply my concealer before I set it, or set it I'm going to set it first. What I'm going to use to set, I'm going to go in my setting powder box. What I'm going to use to set it is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. So this is MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish Dark Deep. I'm going to use this to set this foundation. Like I said, with Juvia's Place foundation, like, you definitely want to make sure you take care of it, because the quality, as far as, like I said, its lasting powder is not 100% the best. It's not the worst when you set it, is what I can say. You don't want to just slap this foundation on and rely completely on the foundation to do the job for you. So what I like to do is put on something that's going to like set it into place. As you can see, I don't know if this does anything to the skin, but if you want a closer look, here's what my skin's looking like so far. I am going to apply my concealer, pause, and be back, because I just want this to be a quick video. So, I'm back. I decided to apply the concealer on camera just so y'all can see how the concealer works. The color I use is J11, Juvia's Place 11. It's very thick. I honestly have to admit, I personally am not the biggest fan of the concealer because it's so thick. Like, I don't like having my concealer like this thick, personally, because this creamy, I mean, oh, fuck. Look what I just did. You see how uh-oh. Gotta figure out how to fix that. This concealer is very creamy, very thick, very wet. I like it when it's dry, when there's barely any on the tip, because when it's wet like this, like, number one, it takes forever to dry. So if you want to know if you should get Juvia's Place concealer, if you want to get it, if you are unsure about it, don't get it. You can find a better concealer. I'm sorry, Juvia's Place. Your foundation, I recommend. The concealer is not a must-have, but I have them both, so don't get me wrong. I just won't reach for Juvia's Place concealer as much. In fact, I might just use it as like a eyelid concealer or something. Next, I do want to do my face. I do have a lot of Juvia's Place palettes, okay? They have a lot of palettes. I'm not going to show you all the ones I have, but I do have a lot of Juvia's Place palettes, guys. I got the Warrior 2, the Warrior 1, whatever one this is, Tribe. So I have a lot of Juvia's Place palettes. So I don't know how I will show you guys them. Maybe I'll do a separate video for Juvia's Place. But this one is one of my favorites. So beautiful. It kind of matches what I'm wearing today, but that's not the look I'm going for. So I might use... Since I've reorganized my little makeup area, I've noticed I've gotten a lot neater. I use this palette, which is the very first Juvia's Place palette I bought. It's the Masquerade palette. I love, love, love. One thing you've probably heard is how pigmented it is, which is the truth. Look at that pink. Oh my god, y'all see that pink? Oh my gosh, look at that pink. This blue. Oh my gosh, look at this blue. Oh. Wee. this green, this gold. I'm sorry, I might as well swatch some, but look at that gold. Look at this green. It's just, oh, this palette is just amazing. I don't know if I'm gonna use it today because I can't figure out the eye palette look I'm going for. I'm thinking a neutral look, to be honest. So got this damn eyeshadow on me. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I almost want to use that color now. Let me figure out my eye look and then I'll be right back with you guys. Just want to show y'all how it blends out. Blends out good. That's one thing I would say. It does blend out good. It's not hard to blend out. It doesn't get stuck or anything like that. So I'll give it its credit as far as blendability goes. Go up here with bronzer anyway, so if y'all see some harsh lines, just chill. I'm gonna bronze that out. I'm almost done. My favorite part to blend is under the eye. Because that's where concealer really is supposed to go to work at. I have worn Juvia's Place concealer before. Did I like it? No. I did not like it when I wore it the last time, I'm going to admit, because it cracks before you can even lay it down. So maybe it was the way I applied it because I didn't know how to use it at the time. But one thing I will say with this one, as soon as you apply it, you should go in and set it. So I'm going to go in with my setting powders. I'm not using Huda today. I usually use Huda all the time. Today we're going to switch it up. Juvia's Place. We're going to use one of my favorites, which is Milani. Color is Translucent Honey. Juvia's Place, you got to set it quick. Let y'all look at it and see if it cracks right in front of your eyes. I am going to mix it with my Laura Mercier deep brown setting powder, or medium deep, I'm sorry. I am mixing my powders with a high end and a low end. The reason I do that is because the low end has the color I want, the high end has the quality. So that's why I do that. I prefer to do this with a sponge. I need to hurry up and get this other side all settled, but make sure we don't set a crease. Straight from blending, set. Literally, guys, straight from blending with Juvia's Place, set, because this bad boy is gonna get on your head and start cracking. So set it immediately. There's one thing I can say about this setting powder. Set that bad boy immediately. I forgot to contour, guys, but I'm gonna contour. I'm not contouring today. I'm just gonna bronze, and I'll show you what I mean. I just want to show you how it blends out, how it sets. I'll be right back. I'm back real quick because I want to put y'all on to something. Prime Beauty. Prime Beauty is what I'm going to use. I did not contour, and since I've already put powders on my face and don't want to make a mess, I'm just going to bronze. I use their darkest color because I'm dark skinned. I'm brown skin beauty. No, I'm just kidding. I use this brush, my favorite brush. And we're going to powder contour today, guys. Since I didn't put on my actual contour, we're gonna contour with this. Give my skin its brown back, because I am not this light brown at all. I want my dark brown to hurry up and come back in the picture. So I'm just going to be bronzing my face, but I want to show y'all Prime Beauty is what I use. And it gets the job done, guys. It adds some of that shadow back that I like. I don't like to go lighter, guys, than what I really am. Contrary of what the beliefs may be, I like my skin to really be cohesive, but this is how I'm contouring now. Once you guys get better at your techniques, you no longer have to do some of the shit you used to do, like I can contour with a brush. Okay. Now, let's add a second brown. Because this one's a little harsh, so you want to add a second brown. Again, I am just adding the darkness back to my skin is what I'm doing, guys. If you're wondering what I'm putting all over my face, I am just trying to get everything all the same color again. You feel me? Alright, I'll be almost back with the eyes and then I'll be done. Honestly, y'all, I'm keeping it simple on the eyes. I know y'all probably wanted me to do something exciting with this palette, which I low-key wanted to as well, but I have to go to work. I literally just wanted to review this foundation for my coworker. So sorry if you wanted to see something exotic on the eyes and I'm not giving you that. I got y'all next time though, I promise. Ooh, I've never used some of these colors. I have never used yet. This was the very first Juvia's Place palette I've ever had. I do have Juvia's Place's setting powder, which I was going to test out. I have Kalahari. That was when I used to think yellow setting powders were the way to go. But if you are my complexion or darker, yellow setting powders are just to slap in to me as a highlighted color under the eye, but it's not the go-to color. I use Sacha Buttercup, which I can say if you had to choose a yellow, there are some yellows you can get away with, but y'all, it was over when I discovered brown setting powders is all I can say. And now I'm just literally sweeping this brown across the eye because we want to have a natural eye today. So I'm just literally sweeping the brown across my eye, make sure it looks splendid. I don't know if I'm going to use another color yet. If I'm just going to stick with browns and slap a bunch of browns. Y'all, this might be all. I just want to show y'all how simple it is to do your makeup, guys. I got this done in, like, as you can see, 19 minutes of the video. And I've already got the whole face and almost done with the eye. This is my go-to eye look, y'all. Slap some brown on the eye. Slap a good old brown on the eye, ladies. And then what I like to do is go in with a shimmer. Yep. Go in with a shimmer. My all-time favorite brush to use for shimmer. I got this out of like a makeup pack. Gotta clean it because I've been shimmering the heck out of my eyes lately. So we're going to clean it with our little handy-dandy brush cleaner. You can find these anywhere. I think I got mine from like Marshall's or something. I kind of like this plum color. I wish I did that on the eye. We're going to try that one day. Instead, right now, we're going to go with a gold on the eye. Juvia's Place got it going on when it comes to the shimmers, y'all, by the way. As y'all can see, they got it going on when it comes to the shimmers. What that means is that their shimmer shades don't play. Like, their shimmer shades show up. There's some places where the shimmer don't show up. Nah, as y'all can see, I'm not even roughly, like, I'm getting the most minimum on the brush as I can. And it's still popping. I'm not going for a halo eye, even though that's what it's looking like. I just like to start with my shimmer in the middle so I can decide what I want to do next. And I actually want to add a second shimmer in front of it. So right now I'm just blending this shimmer on out. I've never done a halo eye, guys, but I kind of want to try one for the first time. Let's see, guys. This is where it gets nerve-wracking when you start trying new stuff. It gets a little nerve-wracking. Like this brown is not dark enough for a halo. So I'm thinking about going in with a darker brown, guys. Or it's getting the job done, honestly. I ain't playing around with nobody. I was gonna add a second shimmer in front, but I'm gonna go with this little halo eye look. Kinda like it. Boom. Eyeshadow is applied. Lord, it's a lot of work doing makeup. I'm gonna pause it and come back, show y'all the finished look, because it's still like 5 more steps I gotta do, and I don't know. I don't like to try to catch it all, so I'm gonna be back. Okay, another staple to have from Juvia's Place is their blush palettes. Okay, their blush palettes. When I first started doing makeup, I was trying to find a blush that shows up on my skin. Like, if I show y'all my blush drawer, you'll be like, what the heck? Because I have a lot of blushes. Don't get me wrong. It just was hard to find one that shows up on my skin complexion, you know? So when I discovered Juvia's Place had blush, and I'm like, oh, well, their eyeshadows are lit. So I can only imagine their blushes. As you can see, if y'all are like not really seeing it, that's the plan. Like, your blush is supposed to be subtle. See, I have that subtle orange to my skin. Some people put their blush up here. I wonder what that does. I thought that was so weird when I seen people put their blush up there. And that's it. I ain't gonna add no more. They got a highlighter. I'm scared. Scared to use this, guys. Whew. That's why I was scared. Look at that. What about if we just dab it? Dab it on there. Versus, I did a swipe. So what you do to one side, guys, you got to do the other. Oh, wait. The highlight is real right now. The highlight is real. Y'all see that? I never used that before. That's the thing about when you buy makeup. Sometimes you can get a little obsessive and overbuy, but the good thing is that you always end up with things you didn't use before, and you get to try it out for the first time, and etc. But I'll be back. I'm gonna pop on lashes and be done. Alright, so this is my finished look. Very simple to do, as y'all can see. Hope y'all like it. This was my Get Ready With Me Juvia's Place foundation. The foundation, as you can see, it's all right. It's pretty covered. It did the skin good. Their blush, their highlight, their eyeshadows, their whatever I used. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you.